Alright, folks, got the feed up here, and welcome to the race. Alright, so right now, just to get you guys up to speed here real quick, we have adirondackrick and DSpags choosing different exit points. Sanctuary for Rick. It came out in the pyramid, and we see DSpags over here getting some items. They ended up getting the mirror and a hammer. They started at Link's house. Both of them got 3 bombs out of their thing. We have a smoking ice palace. How's it going, folks? I am Wolfling Seriously Known as we find the big hit against Tower. We're kind of rushing here. This is a Group E and Cross Hunt here, and joining me on the mic is Killer App.
Hey, good evening, and welcome everyone. Sorry for the short technical difficulties there. Hopefully, we'll have it all ironed out and good to go. Looks like the runners have a nice starting item.
Alright. So yeah, we got both runners choosing to get bombs. So for those who are not unaware of what this mode is, Cross Hunt is cross-world key sanity, also known as cross keys. But in addition to that, we have also made it so the bosses have Triforce pieces, except for Lambo 2 and the Agonons. 10 of these 12 triangle pieces are needed in order to make Ganon vulnerable, because we're doing a Triforce Hunt Ganon Hunt goal as our win condition. And what that is basically Triforce Hunt, but instead of winning immediately upon collecting the final Triforce piece, Ganon just becomes vulnerable when we fight the pig.
Interesting find here early, Hyrule Castle by Rick.
Yeah, Hyrule Castle was where?
At Light World Hype Cave. Rick is entering now.
Alright, so that was...
It's sorry, like Hylia. I was a little ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get everything synced up here, folks, in just a moment. So Rick's going to be entering through here. Now, key sanity, for those who are not aware, dungeon items are all shoved around the pool. Small keys, big keys, maps, compasses, all of them are shuffled. The maps will tell us what dungeon prizes are on the crystals, on the bosses. Not that it matters, because we are after their drop, which is going to be a Triforce piece guaranteed. It is 0 crystals to enter Ganon's Tower's entrance, so don't have to worry about that either. The only ones we do care about are the green pendant and the 5-6 crystals, because they both give us an item and an entrance, respectively. Alright, looks like Hyrule Castle right comes out at the bridge, and there's the bomb shop.
Fortunately,
Tower Hair and Desert Palace.
And Rick finding these connectors when it'd be nice to have that mirror that DSpags has. That would open more checks on East Death Mountain.
Yeah, well, he's checking connectors right now. Hyrule Castle is a connector for 3 different paths, and the third one goes to... oh, the Desert Pass. Not a bad selection.
Yeah, he otherwise might have waited to check these with when he had a glove, but so put them out there, you can check them now.
Again, it's just a shop, and DSpags, meanwhile, is doing Cool Hand. Alright, folks, now that we're all caught up here, let me go ahead and give you guys the rundown of how Group E has been going here. So far, Rick and DSpags have done 3 games. This is their 4th. Adirondackrick is currently sitting 1-2, and DSpags is sitting at 0-3.
still a little bit to go in that group.
Yep.
The top player in their group, Dracaris, is 4-0, so has a pretty big advantage on the getting through.
Yeah, now, DSpags has to be really careful here, but thankfully shouldn't be running into too much issue. Vines, I believe that is the Peg Cave entrance, and that is a glove.
Yeah, so free spheres
The
here
kid
for a
in the
glove.
witch's hut.
Oh. Pretty loaded start here with the bow, too.
But was indeed oh, it was a nice find. Although, was that on on the race game? No.
Race game was $20, I think. So they won't be going for that.
So, there are 3 constants when it comes to entrances. First off, the back of the bar here will always be the back of the bar because it's the only overworld entrance we enter from above. Second, Link's house will always be Link's house. It's a static starting point no matter what happens. DSpags finding the Cave of Happiness, gonna buy a bomb upgrade. Not bad in this mode.
Yeah, especially for entrance, yeah. When weaponry is at a premium.
And the third rule is sort of a pseudo rule. It doesn't always apply, but the entrances to Skull Woods are shuffled amongst each other, including the drop-downs, and likewise, all the other drop-downs in the game are shuffled amongst themselves, with their respective exits being the respective entrance. So, Ganon could be in the grave. We know he's not in the pyramid, that's where Sanctuary was. So the Sanctuary drop-down leads us to the back of Escape, so you are going to want that Hyrule Castle small key. Ooh,
Oh,
the Fire
man.
Rod.
It's just item after item DSpags picking up early.
I'll bet I find a Fairy Fountain here. And this house that no one ever enters is the trendy game. And with a hammer here, we can check the drop down, but I think you should check the entrance first. Yep. And that is, I want to say that is a vanilla magic bat.
Yep.
It happens sometimes, even in entrance. The pool is very small between the drop-down entrances. There's only about 5 or 6 between them all. Red Boomerang. Ironically, I think that's where you get the Red Boomerang. That entrance is where you get the Red Boomerang in vanilla if you don't grab it from the Waterfall Fairy. Kind of a funny thing, that. And the nice thing about this is once you get used to playing entrances, you can tell what an entrance is just by entering the door. Every main entrance to a room is unique. We had the Mech Desert Palace, which we know is a 5/6 because of we're finding the bomb vendor.
Almost
And-
vanilla granny connector.
Yep, student entrance is over. And that is still connected. That could lead to somewhere like Death Mountain, which is another good hotspot. Ooh, the top of Spectacle Rock Cave, and these fans are gonna drop down. This is a one-way connector.
Yeah, pretty deep connector to be taken this early. Especially since Kakariko is not really easy to get back to.
Ah!
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, thankfully he has the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd have been a wasted trip without a mirror there.
And just a fortune teller. Rat House is the Smiths.
No one there's the other interest. If he wants to go back to Kakariko, come bomb jump across.
Oh, the House of Twins. Yeah, there's sort of like 3 different phases when you get into entrance here as we get to find the Hype Cave. First one is just checking your entrances, getting what you can done. Second part is then gathering everything you need for the rest of the dungeons, and then the third one is obviously go mode. And we got a Castle Tower Smokey and Quake there in the Hype Cave. One Castle Tower Smokey is good.
It opens up both item checks in Naga Tower.
Well, it opens up one, but the other one's free.
Yeah.
That said, that one check that's key locked is also, unfortunately, locked behind a fire source, because we cannot see in the dark. I want to say specifically lamp, even. Right,
Fire rod, though, if you know where the torches are, make it easier.
I want to say that the initial room doesn't have a torch.
No, the one with the guards. You make the next room, you can... The room with the chest, you can light up torches in that one. Get through the maze.
Quake needs to open the Turtle Rock entrance. And the Twins House leads us to the top of the mountain, which is another good hotspot.
Yeah, pretty good connectors here. So now has access to all of Death Mountain.
And all of GT, hello there. Right side, I think, is... Oh no, I can't do right side completely. Never mind, we don't have the cane. Almost spoke too soon there. But the shovel found. Single the other arrow and going to bail. Makes sense.
Hammer could have bomb jumped to the Stalfos room for 4 checks, but it's out of logic, so it don't matter either way. Not doing it now. We're gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that play. You know how to get there, so it's just a matter of coming back when you have the items.
Mm-hmm. Interesting connector here, granny connector here. Can mirror and check this chick.
Oh, it's Tower Hera.
Which having the glove was still accessible.
Yeah, but unfortunately cannot go too far into the dungeon. You can only check the first floor.
Yeah, no hook shot or no big key. This has access to these 2 chests. We have 2 medallions already.
Oh, I was good to see that.
Look like nothing there on the shovel check. Rick not doing the same thing and gonna leave and check Lost Woods.
Makes sense. Gen's probably there at this point because we've seen most of the entrances.
Yeah, 3 left. One of them has to be Ganon, one of them is the dam, so likely something important's gonna be behind.
I think he. Well, we found the Tower Castle shortcut. Dam would not be in one of the drop-down entrances.
I mean the yeah.
The well, I think, is what
The well, yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
And always wise to check the main entrance first so you don't have to drop in again. This is Lumberjack, and it's just some bombs. These guys are going to go to the back of Hyrule Castle and go ahead and clear it. I see nothing wrong with this. You got the hammer. Pretty easy. Key to Thieves Town.
Nothing at Agina here.
No,
Let's see what DSpags decides to do without having the Hyrule Castle small. Might just get this chest and save the key to have access to the back.
Well, we get Thieves Town.
So that's actually really good. So now you can do all of Thieves Town in one go when you find it. Yeah.
So it should be pointed out, folks, that everything beyond this point that DSpags just collected, including this Thieves Town small key, this is logically locked behind having the Hyrule Castle small key because you can use it to open the Dark Cross door, and thus you're locked out of going to the bed any further than like the map chest, and vice versa. I'm going back down here. Changed his mind?
Must have. I don't know why. Have. Yeah, questionable decision, but like, oh, he saves coming now. Bit of a time sink, but yeah, it's good information.
Yeah, this is nothing. He can just reset and keep the key for elsewhere, so he doesn't have to hunt it down later. Must be smart. Alright. Eastern Palace found. That was at Living Cave, I believe.
Having the big key and fire rod and bow already. Everything will be in logic except for vanilla big key chest.
A big key to Meyer found.
Yet another big key. We're getting a lot of early big keys, which is nice for the runners.
Well, getting the big keys is one thing. Getting all of the items needed to get the bosses and lodges is another. And Beatrice is one of the bosses I would personally try to avoid, because if you're not well equipped, they can be a really long fight. Smoky to Meyer. Alright, so DSpags is going to be heading to Dark Cross and getting this done. He knows that the Zelda's chest is only 20 rupees. Honestly, that was a really smart decision on his part. At the Hyrule Castle.
So far, so good in the dark rooms for DSpag. Just needs to light the torch here to get the dark cross chest.
Oh, there's a small key to Hyrule Castle, so everything DSpags is doing is now fully in logic.
Mm-hmm.
Which probably means there's something of value back here. But it's hard to tell these dark rooms. So while we're having trouble seeing the dark, a couple of eyes keeping those items of the day for us are our two trackers this evening, Dr. Bowser and X. Thank you for tracking for us tonight. Figured now was a good time to shout you guys out. Alright, Rick's on his way to the Eastern Palace Big Key Chest. Ooh. Oh, and the Ropa, or the Popoi, I think it is? It's one of those weird names. Ah! Didn't think about that. Yeah, so lamp would be required regardless of the fire being active or not, because it doesn't expect you to have fire rod. Tidensmith's back there. Good find. I actually completely forgot that it uses the lamp exclusive logic for entrance. Alright, so DSpags has now found Eastern Palace. And Rick's heading over to the boss. Ooh, gotta be careful there, Rick. Igor's in the fairy dropping pool. Interesting. Alright, first triangle coming up here for Rick. Ooh, sets up for the quick kill while fires just one too many shots. Still gets it done though, and it is a pendant. But prizes don't matter, so he's gonna leave that behind. Actually, smart little tech there.
Yeah, Chimera in the Light World dungeons.
Now, someone is joking that less pet managers for that scene. While that is a joke, he can go back and just claim the prize whenever. First off. And second off, it's Key Sanity, so it's likely just gonna be something like a small key to ice, which we can completely ignore. So we'll have to wait and see there. Here's the bottom switching a rock. Rick doesn't realize it yet, but this is the way to get to GT.
Our stunt prize is hearts.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, GT found now. Rick's gonna be going ahead and exploring here a bit. Now, it should be noted that we can go all the way up to the top and do the majority of the dungeon, but we don't have a hookshot to get the Triforce fragment off of Boulder 2.
But having
looks like Rick's gonna be doing this, the bomb jumps to the Dark Magician room.
Yeah, having a small key, he can get all the way to Ice Armos with bomb jumps. But has to be careful with his health. Low health. Nope, he's gonna have to take a death warp.
Or just gonna bail. I would bail. Yeah, that is very much a come back later. Oh?
He thought, well, either he's probably refill his health to get to... Oh, he's gonna try again, I guess.
Works out. DSpags meanwhile does grab the prize out of Eastern Palace. It's really hard to set up this bomb jump. Is it ready first try?
Looks good, yep.
Alright, so at least we'll get these. Small key to turtle rock. Bug catching net. Another small key to turtle rock. And 100 rupees. Roll that is not worth it. GT entrance meanwhile being checked as a super buddy. It is the top of Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, one of the small cross-hunt quirks is GT is already open, don't need any crystals.
And this is a dark room. And looks like it might be the old man rescue.
Yeah. Rick checking what's on Lonely Island. Probably heading left. Following DSpags' footsteps.
Yeah, but he has to dodge these Lionels. I think he can just mirror at this point and be fine.
Yep.
Buying a heart. In the shop there. And there's Dark Palace.
No small keys, but with hammer and bow still have access to 5 chests total.
Yeah, and we can just bypass this first door. Alright. These guys got through the room. Alright. Old man being rescued. And Bollock's side has 10 bombs. And Rick also buying a heart. Alright, also entering pod here. A little bit behind SpeedGaming, but not too much.
And nothing of note in pod.
Bike cave there. Meanwhile, the emergency exit. And now that we're straight to the old man across, we can get this stuff. Ooh, east side of Death Turtle Rock.
Nice magic refill there for Rick.
And I missed what that small key was for.
It was for pod, right after the exit.
Ooh, mini roll arm. Okay, good find here.
Either runner will go back into pod to sequence break 3 more chests that they can access.
Go off these Skull Woods meanwhile. And our sword at long last. And there's Meyer. But even just is just a house.
Gonna have to death warp here, so check these laser bridge chests.
Yeah, where was Lace Bridge? I missed it.
It's bottom of Dark Death Mountain.
So what would have otherwise been the Great Fairy Cave there? Alright. Ooh, missed the dodge there.
Yeah, having a little trouble with the laser skips. And gets health refill. Healthy bridge.
Oh, gonna use the iframes here. Clever.
Nope. I think that might be. And for Rick. Oh my gosh.
What a dodge!
Wow.
Madman. Only to find Hotel Mario's, I believe it's called. It's the House of Beds.
Yeah.
And unfortunately gets hit by the dead rocks. But this is good, because now they can check the old man entrance. Oh, Burger's something not to. Go to Eastern.
Old man leads to Village of Outcasts.
Good hub. And that's, Myershed there at the chess game. So he's trying to set up the bunny mirror trick. Looks like you may have gotten it. So those who don't know what DSpags just did, he just did a glitch where he entered the entrance as he mirrored, which then tricks the game into putting him into a Super Bunny state, which allows him to open the chest without being transformed by the Moon Pearl, or having his transformation prevented. Armor in Desert Palace, and I missed how we got in here, and I missed how we got into Thieves Town.
Thieves Town's in Village of Outcasts. Close to Vanilla, and Desert Palace is in the eastern area. Nice transport over here, so you don't have to walk all that way. And there's the dam.
Good find there. Hope somewhere found. And we get full clear of Thieves Town, so this is a great dungeon to find. Alright, so the left side goes to Iceberg Cave if open. We're gonna see if the third entrance comes out. Unfortunately, Specs saying the death there. I'm not sure if that was intended or not.
You just wanted the health refill before tackling the back of these two.
Only a storyteller.
All he's really got is stun price hearts as far as safety.
Yeah, it should be noted, folks, that all these walks that Rick is doing to go as a bunny are completely in logic, as long as they lead you to the Moon Pearl. Doing what he's doing right now is not, which is dying so that he's no longer in the bunny state. Now, Rick does have to be a little careful. Doesn't have nearly enough magic. And that was 3 bombs in the chest that normally contains 3 bombs. How fitting. Alright. Rick's gonna be heading closer and closer to the boss. Alright, time to hit them off. Second in triangle fragment coming up. Alright. And... not quite there yet. A couple more hits. He's gonna check the big chest.
Good fight there for Rick. There is some progression.
Yep, it is just a normal crystal.
Hook shot in the big chest of Thieves Town.
Big find there for DSpags. And DSpags looking to get his second Triforce Fragment off of Blind.
Good
Yeah,
boss
Rick
kills.
is that is a good question. Where was that Turtle Rock Small? And there's another pendant.
Turtle Rock Smalls for Hookshot locked in GT.
Ooh.
Oh, Thieves Town Small. He's talking about.
Decent small. Sorry.
That was in Hyrule Castle.
Okay, so that's in logic for Rick. He just has to go get it.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. The dark rooms are not in logic about the lamp because of how the entrances work. But there is the Moon Pearl. Arrows, 20 rupees. The lamp. Okay, now it's in logic. No sign of the green pearl pendant yet because we have not seen Sahasrahla. We do have a few maps, but given that our goal is on the dungeon in heart drops and not the dungeon prizes, we don't really care about the dungeon prizes this race.
Rick finds
they...
Desert Legend will pick up this half magic that was there. He wish he had for the moth fight, but still did alright.
The only way we care about like the 5-6 crystal is that one entrance locks like 3 different dungeons. Back at Desert leads to Paradox, which I think we've been in, yeah. Lower Paradox is going to take us somewhere. Ooh, Floating Island. And that is a one-way path. Really force each other here. And this is the good entrance of Ice Rod Cave, and that is an item which is a small key to Castle Tower.
Oh boy.
Now, I wish to remind you folks that Castle Tower is not required to be cleared this seed. We already have our Dark World access. There's nothing... Oh, actually, wait! It could be required. Ooh. We haven't seen the well yet, have we? Or Ganon.
Yeah, Rick saw where the well is. So Ganon's at Sanctuary, and the well is at Lumberjack.
Ooh. Okay. That has some spice. Because that means the Ganon Tower fight locks 5 checks instead of 1.
Need boots to get them, but yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that... Spags is gonna quickly check the Turtle Rock entrance here. And Rick is coming out at Checkerboard Cave.
This might be him going down to finish off Hyrule Castle, which he needs to do. To get both the hookshot and, get the Thieves Town Small and the Mitts.
Yep, and by extension...
Oh no, he walked past it.
Well, he hasn't done the rest of South Sora entrances yet, so it makes some sense to go do those first.
Right, yeah, he hadn't seen what was there yet.
He's been in the Light World shopping mall, as we affectionately call that section of the world where the Ice Red Cave is. Aptly named because in the early days of entrance, shops just loved to be over there.
I think Greg has enough cash for the rest of the seed.
And DSpags. Ooh, Turtle Rock play here, so he's gonna get those... Or, not Turtle Rock, sorry, GT. Rain is very sleepy right now, apparently.
No keys, though, which is...
Well, I guess the one here.
Yeah, he'll get these 4 and only has access to 1 more. Oh, yeah.
And there's the back of Desert Found. That was over at Hype Cave. So we found all the entrances for our Light World dungeons. We're still missing Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, the eyeball, the laser eyeball for Turtle Rock, and the front entrance. And we're missing Aga Tower. So we know where most of our dungeons are, we just don't know where the last couple are. Which is fine, because we can skip 2 dungeons.
The Mitts are in the back of Escape, and the hookshot is in Thieves Town Big Chest.
Which is locked behind the small key, which is also in the back of Escape.
It's in the front of Escape, the second chest. Boomerang chest.
Oh, well, it's still technically locked behind the small key.
Right, it's in Hyrule Castle, yeah.
Somebody has a small key against Terror. There's another big key to Swamp. And the Ice Rod. So the big key to Ice... or Swamp Palace is one of our optional big keys, just by strictly logic points. Skullwoods and Swamp Palace do not have any big key doors that will lock the other dungeon. However, there are some big keys we can skip through tricks, such as the Hera big key and the Ice Palace big key. And Rick, please mirror after getting the first 4 checks here. Please mirror. If he follows through with this dungeon and it just completely abandons the Thieves Town Big Chest, he is probably never coming back for that, and that will be a hard last location hook shot. Now, granted, he can get away with that, because he can skip Moldor to Argus, but that means he has to find everything else. And there might be a big key that is needed for another dungeon hookshot locked. We don't know that yet. Smoky Desert and the Cape, and that is another triangle for DSpags. So far, so good. Alright, so where do we go next? Ooh, DSpags gonna check the belly here of Turtle Rock.
Has access to lava chest, which is out of logic, and has the chain chomp chest, which is in logic.
And I just noticed both runners have half match there. Must have missed that pickup.
Yeah, it was on Desert Ledge.
Hmm.
Bye-bye, hookshot.
Bye-bye, hookshot. Is that moment of having the vantage point here and just knowing that that is going to be a last location, most likely?
Hmm.
That stings the most, I feel. Oh yes, and I suppose now that we're mentioning it here, yes, Rick is using the Mario Kart Deluxe MSU track, whereas DSpags is just playing little tunes. Well, he's getting away from Rick just a little bit, but thankfully that fire shield taking a lot of work. Alright, so here we go. Rick picking up the crystal here. Or the pendant, rather. Now, if the boots are here in Mire, Rick is in big trouble. Because he can just...
Well, any kind of progression, he's in big trouble.
Well, the boots specifically.
Yeah.
Because with the boots, he can just bonk across to get into this dungeon. But without them, he needs the hook shot. And that combined with Old Orb 2 and Argus requiring hook shot means there will be 3 dungeons that are locked, and therefore he can not get away with missing that hook shot. If the boots are not in here and they're elsewhere,
yeah.
he can still dodge it.
Boots are like this Desert Palace, now you can't beat Desert, so hookshot, hookshot is...
Yeah, Rick is in trouble, but...
really important.
Unless... I want to stress this here. He can skip Swamp Palace and Moldorm 2, but he would need to have the boots to do Mire. If the boots are here in Mire, though, then that makes 3 dungeons out of where he could only skip 2 that would be hard hookshot locked. So, if we are hoping that we don't see Boots in here, and then Rick has a chance, it's going to be a difficult road for him, but he'll still have an out to finish the seed hook shotless.
DSpags has hookshot cave too. Think he can do.
Alright, checking Graveyard Lich here. I believe this is the Bonk Rocks check near Sanctuary, and that is just a compass.
Not yet. He'll have to go either take that connector or take the portal on East Death Mountain to get to... Oh, nice Silvers.
That's really going to find against for Vidi.
To get to Ganon's Tower, which Hookshot Cave is located.
Alright, so it looks like, unless the boots are on Vidi, Rick should be fine, but without that hookshot, once again, he's going to be hard bottleneck to find the boots in order to make it so that he can enter Mire and thus clear the rest of his dungeons. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a tri-person Vidrus, I forgot. And it's a small key to Skull Woods. Alright, so Rick has unknowingly dodged a bullet here, but it's still not over yet. Rick coming out of Turtle Rock's main entrance. Where did he come out of? I really need to pay more attention. Ah, Super Bunny, okay. Curiosity Shop entrance being checked here, and it is our potion shop.
No bottles, Rick. Sorry. Whoa. A spicy item on that library.
Spicy nothing, that's straight vanilla. So book lock checks are boots locked. Noted.
Ganon is at Sanctuary.
Yeah, Ganon's in the grave today. How is it that we're only an hour in? It feels like we've been going for like at least twice as long. Swift turn in meanwhile. Ooh, we're taking the hammer pegs.
Rick takes our first look at Skullwoods.
Alright. Hammer pegs is this, that. There's a third Turtlerock Small. And yeah, gonna head over to the back here. Another Smoky the Gans Tower. This time on Spag's end, at Stumpy. I think Rick's been there? I don't remember. There's a pod Smoky. That's only our second one?
Yep. Yeah, they've been sparse.
Which is a weird thing to note because there's 6 of them in the pool.
Oh no. The hits continue for Rick. And not the good kind.
Yeah, overall death. Unfortunate.
But at least the old man entrance is right there.
Back at Desert, found for DSpags now, and he knows it's full clearable with that small and big key to Desert. Rick found the entrance he was looking for. And so why is he going to leave that check for later? Gonna go over here and grab this one first. Map against Tower. Unfortunately, that map is useless. Doesn't even give you dungeon price information. And Lambo down for the triangle fragment. That is 4 for DSpags. Alright. Rick's gonna be training Bumper Cave, it looks like.
Okay, now what?
Oh no, we've already been...
Entrance,
we came out there at one point, so yeah, it's training Dark Lumberjack.
Yep. That's, yeah. It's like DSpags turn to defeat Mothula.
I think it's about time we start finding some of those mountain connectors and start checking them. Because we still haven't seen Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, or Agate Tower yet. Here's Super Bunny.
Probably gonna check the. It's going back over. Oh gosh. Yep. Get some iframes to get past the. Or just go that way. Don't risk dying again.
Yeah, probably for the best. DSpags Henry East Dark World here. Get them check the entrances. And he finds King's Tomb with a big key to Ganon's Tower. There it is. Rick, of course, finding that very early. And that is the lower part of Bumper Cave. Well, back of this cave we know is on the pyramid, so he has to go through Hyrule Castle proper, and we know where all the entrances to that are at this point. Both runners have been through Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, Rick only got the first chest, which was the East Town Big Key. Nothing else.
The other King's Gate did pay off, although that was out of logic. Then again, we did find the Eastern Palace Big Key very early, and that just ended up being where the Hyrule Castle Small is, anyway. So, not really any significant time loss there.
Couple new checks here, right side of desert.
Master Sword, good find.
Yep.
And 20 rupees here. Rick, meanwhile, is going to the fight Halvesar King. So good. Charges forward, and there we go.
Yeah, Homosword being nice with no fireballs today.
Alright, SpeedGaming is full clear desert. And we'll be leaving to check the rest of the dungeons. Alright, Rick's gonna go back into Pod here and do what he can.
You can get all the chests back here except for Harmless Hallway.
Yeah, do what he can with those 3 keys. I'm starting to think our missing dungeons are all in Mire. Another sword. There's our third total found. So both of us are master with different master swords. There's a pod small, and I think that was another location. It's either there or the other chest on that, on the other side of that room. Now he can full clear the black back here.
Not much doing there in the back, except that sword.
Right. So he says no Kiki the monkey.
Rick's gonna be catching up on hearts here as he enters laser bridge.
Wait, did I see Spags right? Does he actually have tempered?
No. Rick goes in the back, DSpags finds the front. Here's the last TR key. Both will now be checking what this is.
Very cave, but it's only that. And we're now seeing the balcony of Hyrule Castle. Alright, so both of them are in the same location here. Top of Ember Cave.
Like we might see the catfish area play here for DSpags.
Makes sense. Mirror
We're finally going back to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, and this is where he's probably going to enter panic mode here. Because he's had this key forever. And he's about to find the Thieves' Town Small.
Yeah, unfortunately too, getting the mitts will probably push him more away from going back into Thieves' Town.
Sick kid only having 20 rupees. And there it is. Small key to Thieves' Town in the boomerang chest. Or is that the map chest? I think it's boomerang.
It's boomerang, yeah. Map chest is where the key was. The key was.
Oh, Cabbage of the small key, Disco Woods. Alright, that makes 3, so that's all of them.
coming up. We had a bunch of small keys, but still we still have not seen the swamp small.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I also haven't seen the flute or the Maya region.
Mm-hmm.
Big Kate on Dora. I think that was worth 500 rupees.
I would say so as well. So, DSpags can beat Meyer now. As well as do the front of Turtle Rock. I didn't realize DSpags never checked that.
Neither did I.
I was like, what? Rick had the GT small for a while, and DSpags didn't. Oh yeah, he skipped all of Skullwood, or Lost Woods.
Alright, Rick, where are you going?
Doing Smith Chain.
I think this was rewarding in some way, but I don't remember what. Yeah, Spags is in a very strong position here. He just needs to find the entrance to ice, and then he is gonna be good to go. He's gonna find the heroine here shortly. But we don't know where ice is yet either. So it could be in Meyer. In which case we need the flute. Yeah, Spags is gonna discover terror right now, so... Setting up for the flip. It's done. I just realized how healthy we are.
Rick's doing it.
Oh, thank goodness. Smoky the Swamp! Oh my goodness, alright, so Spags just needs to find either the flippers or likely the flute. And then the next dungeon entrance he finds is probably gonna put him in go. Actually, wait. Pod. Swamp. Pod Meyer. T. I'm trying to figure this out in my head here. We could skip 2 dungeons. He could potentially skip Ice Palace and Swamp Palace and just do the rest. Yeah, he can do Pod. He
needs to find, needs to find Ice Palace, where it needs to find TR Big Key, where it needs to find Swamp Palace and Flippers.
Yeah, he's got an open-ended finish here. Pop would also need a couple more small keys. And there's Rick's hook shot.
I think he's good on small keys.
Really? His trigger's only showing one.
Yeah, but he hasn't been in there back into pod. And he never used he didn't have a key when he was first there. So you only need one to get to the boss if you haven't opened any doors.
I suppose that's true.
Just have to go around. Takes him a little time, but
Alright, Rick, where are you going?
taking the south entrance, or the main entrance, out to TR Ledge.
Ah, I don't think he's in Spiral here, so this makes sense. No, he doesn't know this entrance over here. Wait, where is he going?
He's taken the connector up to the top.
Ah, he's got to check.
The Hookshot Cave. Yep. Something the DSpags never did.
Oh, this could be huge.
Oh yeah, of course. Rick can do a lot in GT as well.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. And it looks like DSpags is doing Hookshot Cave here. Don't think there's too much left, so might see some progression here.
Alright. Loop would be huge. Or the flippers, alright.
So yeah, just needs to find one of two dungeons.
Find one of two dungeons, or find the big key for the third that he knows
Right.
of.
I'm not sure what entrances are out there left, to be honest.
Although Meyer.
Yeah, which means probably have to find flute or find boots to open up more entrances.
Well, I think there's some mountain connectors we haven't explored yet. There's Meyer. He's going in. They cleared this one.
Well, those flippers do open up the one ferry and Ice Palace entrance, as well as waterfall.
Goes to Dark Palace in the big chest.
Yeah, and Dark Shopping Mall also. So yeah, there's still a couple entrances. Don't have to really go item hunting yet.
No, not yet.
Probably DSpags will be doing the climb after this GT climb. Careful, Rick.
Smoky Desert there, and there's the cake. And
honestly,
sorry, go
his for good routing purposes, probably would climb first because that would drop him off on top of the pyramid, which can take right over to Dark Shopping Mall.
Hey, there's our third pendant.
Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't even found Saha yet.
Nope. Wouldn't it be kicker TRP key was on the pedestal?
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. Or Boots.
Well, it's TRP key, then Spags can go. Because he clears Pod, he clears TR, and then he clears GT.
Yep.
Yeah, Spags is setting up.
It's probably gonna climb as well because he doesn't have the cane for Meyer. Only problem, he only has 4 arrows.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find some more. He has a shovel after all. He just dig for some. And there's a pot with 5 arrows on during the second mimic room.
Yeah, you need 10 though. Or no, you need 8. Sorry. So, gotta be almost perfect here.
Well set up there.
The rest of the clan should be fine with the half magic and fire rod.
Alright. Alright, Lane Mode 2 is now for a Rick. Once again, as a reminder, folks, Lane Mode 2 does not have a Triforce frag in this mode. Nice double kill on the left side Wizrobes there. And again, very nicely done. Alright, these guys are gonna check the upper chest here. Smokey to Meyer.
About it, DSpags can just save and quit after picking up the Triforce piece, because Sanctuary spawns you at the pyramid too, so. Only reason to beat Aga 2 would be if Ganon was in the pyramid, but, you know, it's not the case.
Nope, so we're just gonna defeat World War II and move on. Alright, so the question is, where's Spags gonna go now?
Might be going over here to, no? Oh yeah, still has to beat Pod.
And then he just has to look for something else.
I was saying, Spike Cave is right next to this, so might end his route there.
I would see no reason not to. Alright. We're going to be heading over to Eastern here, just the area. Question chat, which road do you think is going to go to next, Ice or Swamp? Depends on which you can find first. We don't know where they are yet.
And either one would put him in go mode, so.
Alternatively, you can just find the TRB key.
Yeah.
Gotta go check the monkey. One and done for DSpags. Good work. Just keep in mind, folks, this is cross-world entrance shuffle, so we have no idea where the entrance to Swamp Palace or Ice Palace is. Neither runner has found it yet after 90 minutes here.
No. None of those flipper entrances have been checked yet. Ice Palace, Upgrade Ferry, the Waterfall Ferry, and Dark Shopping Mall are the outliers right now. for possible dungeon locations.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. We got the fliver so late, but DSpags is at least in the Zord route.
Looks like Rick's gonna be the first of them to look. So I don't think DSpags checked Graveyard Ledge yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna see the Zora Waterfall Cave here. Ready game? Okay.
Wrong game, Plagued. And who wants to go there anyway? The place stinks.
Well, if he's referring to the Zora King, we did check that, and that was the King of Samaria, so... Stepping down for Rick. Hmm? Ooh, Rick's going directly to Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah, best time to check this before going to Catfish and Zora area. Connector.
Yes. That's one of the mountain connectors. Agaton Tower.
Oh boy.
I expect Rick's just gonna grab the two items here and bolt.
Yeah, I don't expect either runner to do that without boots at this point.
Yep. DSpags sees the Agaton Tower, just says nope. Third entrance here.
The other side. Well.
Oh wait! Oh, that's a development.
Oh wow, and Spag's not even. Oh my goodness. This just got interesting.
This could be the turnaround Rick needs, especially if all the items. Especially if all the items that Spags needs is in.
Boots locked.
Yeah. But he's still got the water checks here.
Yeah, three entrances here to check.
And it's Storyteller Cave here. Vanilla Ice Palace is Mimic Cave. Potential.
Rick going for the big gamble here.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, especially not having Kane.
Well, if he finds the flute, then that's the Mire area, and that could be where all our missing dungeons are. Alright, waterfall is shop.
No luck, so our dungeon is boots locked or flute locked.
Well, maybe not. It's a long shot, but there's I think there might be a way to get to Mire. Yeah, there's a way to get a Mire, potentially. Yeah, we haven't seen the west exit of Turtle Rock yet, but we have found the east entrance, which we can connect to. So we could connect, we go through the Turtle Rock to come out the west exit, and that could lead us to a dungeon. Alright, I got him one defeated here. Or he's just motoring. Take Catfish Store real quick. Back to school was being checked here by SpeedGaming, and it is just the fortune teller that we know of. Okay, hold up, folks. Moment of truth. Is this a flute on pedestal? TR big key on ped? What's here? Just some bombs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, Rick with the case Mario now more or less
He's
caught
in
up.
dungeon find go mode. He still needs to beat Meyer and Kawahara.
And desert.
And Desert, yeah.
But he doesn't have the Big Key Desert. I'm thinking it's Spectacle Rock we have to go to. That upper cave leads right to the big chest of Turtle Rock. You just go in and connect to the eye laser room. Hold on, I'm having a little bit of fun with Rick there. Rick not even picking up the crystal.
Wow. Okay, so...
Wait, that's problematic.
Yeah, required dungeons at the pyramid.
Well, maybe it doesn't need it. There's this entrance here.
Oh my,
God, it's Swamp House's boots locked.
There's one dungeon.
Okay, Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, or Mud Fire, and then if the Turok Big Key is here, then that is go for Rick. This is the compass for Spags. Good setup here.
No, the dungeon rewards aren't required for this. You just need the Triforce pieces off the boss drops.
Correct. After this dungeon, it is a crystal. We knew this, of course. Second bottle. Case
Like
Alpha
these-
Grove.
DSpags is taking the bottom connector of Paradox, see where it goes.
We'll get
No.
them up to here to the floating island.
DSpags going back into GT to do right side.
Makes sense.
Oh, no key. Good pointing out. Can only do tile room here.
Yeah. I think the next play here for him is to go to Dark Death Mountain West. Go to the Great Fairy Fountain at the bottom of the mountain here. That'll put him on Laser Bridge, and then he can go backwards to the dungeon to try to go to the eyeball exit. I think that's his only out.
Oh, wow. Bailed out by...
Bailed out!
Tile
Turn
room.
key!
Are you kidding me? Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Mirror, 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 let's go mode.
Yeah, rando doing rando thing.
Oh, this is Ice Palace here. No, it's a trendy game. Oh my goodness.
Laser Bridge is right over here.
Yep, what a roller coaster of an ending. We thought Rick was going to be the one that would have a hard time finishing, then it turned out to be Spags, and Spags got bailed out.
Spiral Cave.
Oh my connector. And it's the top of Spectacle Rock, or Bumper Cave, sorry, or Small Key. And rearing and entering the door, that's the Hostula! For the Small Key to Dark Palace, 10 arrows and 20 rupees. He knows Myers' Green Pendant now. That is a rude Sahasra, this place, but...
No problems with
down-
Trinix.
And there we go. 10 Triforce pieces. Ganon is now vulnerable for DSpags, and we'll be heading to the graveyard to go fight him. That said, it is a bit of an uphill battle. It is Master Sword with Silvers. So, won't be the quickest fight. But Spags is definitely in a very good position here. It's such a shame that Rick never found the Desert Palace big. Where was that again?
It's on Vitreous.
So he has to go to Misery Mire.
Or the Meyer big. Well, no, it wasn't the big chest.
Alright, what was here? Releasing the well before we go. Arrows and health, and the flute!
Oh.
Well, we might be able to see where Ice Palace is.
Yeah.
We have a bit of time before DSpags finishes this Ganon fight off.
Half magic and cape, and silvers makes even a Master Sword fight pretty quick.
Yeah, there was this kind of a catch-22 here, because if you want to get the 5 items out of the well, you need the boots, but you need to fight Aghanim Tower. So you don't want to do Aghanim Tower with the boots, and yet it was on the way through Aghanim Tower. Alright, into phase 3. Just 3 more spin attacks to go, and then he just has to do his spins and arrow shots. Set up with a torch to do the torch glitch. That'll be very helpful. Rick is into Misery Mire. First look here around this place. Great Fairy there. It is Ether to enter. Vanilla Medallion requirements to sleep.
Yeah, so Rick now has access to all entrances. So that actually puts Rick in go mode as far as having items.
There's Dahasar also,
Or,
but
never
there we
mind.
go.
Ice Palace could be at Pyramid Fairy, so GG's to DSpags.
That's right. Finishing the time 155.33. And looks like he's gonna keep going. Rick's gonna keep going for a bit longer. I think the last entrance here is gonna be Ice Palace right here. That's the exit to the race.
I think it has to be a Pyramid Fairy at this point. Or no, there's the 2 Bonk Rocks next to Link's house. But
I think it has to be there, yeah. Yeah, it looks like Rick's gonna keep going here. Yeah, he's going through Mire right now. I think he's gonna get to Mire and we'll see. But this will put Rick in Goma because he'll just have to go to fight Desert Palace. Ooh, taking a death though. Add a fairy. Grab that in Gan's Tower, I believe. You ever found Ice Palace, by the way? I guess it's in Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, has to be the Pyramid Fairy or the Bonk Rocks next Link's house.
And we are now joined by our two racers, adirondackrick and DSpags. Once again, as a reminder, folks, there is a 10-minute delay. GG's to both of you for racing here. And at this point in time, I believe, Rick, you did a forfeit, but then you went back and finished the seat anyway.
I mean, once I found the desert big, it's like I'm finishing this thing out. It's not that much longer. That was go mode for me. It's just, I'll let you talk to DSpags. I have a theory why I wound up losing a bunch of time in the seed, but yeah, you can go ahead and talk to DSpags first.
All right. So DSpags, I'm going to just start this off real quick. We were worried about you here because around the same time you both found Ganon Tower. Rick decided to go up. You decided to ignore it. The boots were inside, and Swamp Palace was in Sanctuary Bonk Rocks. We never found Ice Palace.
Well, that could have been bad. Yeah, so at the time I found Castle Tower, I knew I was looking for either ice or swamp, and that was one of the, like, Dark Shopping Mall was like one of the first locations I checked to see if I could find it. So I had a couple more to go. So I was like, all right, I'm just not gonna go. I'm just looking for entrances. That's it. And never found it, and then happened to find that TR big. And
yeah, fast forward
Tower
like
room.
maybe fast forward to like 20 minutes. You check Tower Room as a Hail Mary play, and you find the GT Big Key. You're out. I'm still wondering where Ice Palace had to be. I guess Pyramid Fairy? I think that's the only
It
entrance we ever...
probably had to be Pyramid Fairy at this point in time. I was, after checking the entrances that I had accessible to me, that was, I think, the only one that I had not checked outside of the one that was next to Agate Tower, which I was hoping wasn't going to be it, because I was like, okay, here's Agate Tower. I guess we're going to go and at least check in, see what's in here. Oh, hi, Boots.
Oh, the other one was the other end of the connector from the rock.
yeah, it was Fairy Ascension top and bottom right next
Yeah.
to each other.
Oh, that's fun. All right.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Well,
you
in that
checked-
case,
I don't think you checked the Bonk Rocks next to Link's house in the.
I did. That was Spiral.
Oh, okay. Was the Dark
That-
World checked? One check.
What?
Was the Dark World Bonk Rocks there checked?
Desert Right.
Okay. Yeah, so it had to be Pyramid Fairy then.
It had to be Pyramid Fairy, which in that case was another case of the seed where this you assume you're going to have a choice in Cross Hunt, but the seed kind of forces you into a path, and my theory to what wound up happening in this seed, and you two can go ahead and tell me if I'm right or wrong. My theory is I just took forever to go into Misery Mire because it was just absolutely pain in the neck to get to.
Well, that and you didn't have the hook shot when you first got there, and DSpags did.
I mean, that was obviously another big thing,
Mhm.
was getting that Thieves Small out of Hyrule Castle, which, I mean, that is a play. I probably should have done the castle sooner than that, but
Yeah, there was a point you, I forget, you came out of the, what was it, the Checkerboard Cave, which was an entrance of some sort, and you walked down past the lift rock where Hyrule Castle entrance was to check, I think, the dam item.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, he's walking past it. And you had
Well-
a small key to do it. And I was like,
Yeah,
but,
that's one of those plays that should have probably have gone differently for me. And, you know, I lost control of what the seed wanted me to do, and it showed based on how the early game routing was. I think I was just tunnel visioned on something else and wasn't even thinking about going back to Hyrule Castle until later on, which by then it was like, all right, I've already done Thieves Town. I have a return plan in mind, but by then I had already left the mountain. I think, honestly, if I was going to go back to Mire, the best chance for me to do so was when I was in Ganon's Tower, going and getting those 2 Triforce pieces, but it's like I didn't want to go back to Mire, and I think that was probably where I lost control of this seed.
Yeah, now
Yeah, it was fortunate too. DSpags had a lot of good items early, and he did the strat where you go to the second chest, take a death warp, and then go back down and check the Zelda's chest and save scum it reset if it's nothing.
Yeah. I don't know why I'd never thought of doing that play. I hate the Sanctuary Pyramid because it just messes with my mind how to route things, and it kind of puts off me wanting to do
Definitely.
Hyrule Castle, which in this case here, that Thieves Small and the Mitts. I mean, the Mitts were nice, but it didn't really open anything new up to me. So that was, like I said, I had an escape plan. If I get the Mitts, I'll go back to Thieves Town, check that. But by then, the damage was already done. And I think ultimately, the end game for me was very messy. I was hoping to find ice. I was never going to find it. And I think that's what was the ultimate blow for me.
yeah. It didn't really help that King Zora was kind of out of the way, but it had probably the most important item of the scene, which was the Cane of Samaria.
What made Cane of Samaria important for you?
Well, it was one of the things you need to clear one of the dungeons. At that point, without knowing where Mire and Swamp is, you kind of needed that cane.
Okay, I'll definitely give you that. I was just wondering if there was something else that was important behind it. That was like maybe your mindset going to actually beat Mire. I mean, that definitely was something too. Nice silvers there, by the way, which I was never going to get.
Yep, that was actually not too far away. It was in the Mire big chest.
Yep, now I wasn't gonna go get that after getting the Desert Big for Go. You know, I've preached this multiple times that this mode, more than anything else, all dungeons or open or whatever, is an order of operations mode, and this seed, I did not have the proper order of operations. It's the same thing that happened to me against Moogle Charm, and it happened to me here today, and it's just unfortunate that this, I think, is my elimination from making brackets unless some sort of chaos happens. Good luck, DSpags against Moogle Charm. Please win a few.
Try. I will do my best.
I know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is. But as I stated before, I'm happy to be here finally for the first time since 2021. And I wish I could have at least try to get more than one win here. I mean, I still got the 2 races against Dracaris, and I'm going to still try my best to create whatever kind of chaos we can in this group. But, you know, for what is potentially going to be the last time I try to participate in a main tournament, at least I got a win here. That's at least better than what I did in 2021 when I went 0-4. So,
Well, I'm glad I could be that W for you, Rick.
I'm sorry it had to come against you in all dungeons in what was already a frantic hell seed for the both of us, which I think I probably needed to get a little bit of therapy after that one too. But let's be honest here. DSpags had the right route in routing matters in this mode, and that's why DSpags picks up the win here. GG's.
Yes, GG's, and we see now on your feed here that you have finished off Ganon within time of 2:07 and change because you unforfeited.
Yeah, like I said, I hit the button while I was in Mire, having seen that DSpags had won the race, but at the time, I was like, all right, that's go mode. It's just going to take me a few more minutes to get there. It's not like I'm going to be keeping the restream waiting that long.
Well, you both
By
are
the-
one. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, did you find the Hera Big?
I did not.
Okay, so that was
Neither-
still another outstanding key, which we were never going to find. We
Probably
just
was an
know it
ice
can't be an
palace.
ice. It can't be.
Oh,
It can't be if Ice Palace was at the Pyramid Ferry because
Oh.
Hera was one of our 5-6.
Yeah.
Oh, true. I guess in Swamp Palace then, maybe left side.
Left side swamp because I never checked that. Like at that when I found swamp, I was go -1, and if I return to Mire, I probably stand a chance to be close, if not. At least have the fact that you had silvers and I wouldn't have silvers matter, but
Did you end up with Master Sword as well?
no, I had tempered.
Yeah, his other sword was in the back of pod,
Yep, in the compass chest.
which at the time he cleared pod, he only had one key.
Yeah, I thought about doing that when I got the first key, but I was like, no, let's wait until I have 3, so that way I can check the back as well. Nice. This is a small key to this dungeon down in the Rupee basement, by the way.
Every
Time.
more times than not. Yeah,
Every
there's always
time.
always a key in pod.
I mean, also could have been behind the book.
Yeah, that
Could
was
have been behind the
sort
book.
of funny.
All right, well, it's been fun chatting with you both, folks, but we do have another race coming up here on Speed Gaming in 15 minutes. We have GFE versus W Garrison in another cross hunt here. So, any final thoughts on the season before we wrap things up proper?
Well, I do want to give DSpags the props. This is your first main tournament, right?
Correct.
I mean, definitely kudos to you making it into the field, and best wishes to you against Moogle Charm.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Outside of the massive 512 player Swiss that happened, this is my first go. Made it in benefit of circumstances, I guess, because of all the drops. But I'll take it.
I mean, that doesn't take away from anything because, you have to be in position to get in if the drops wind up going in your favor. And the drops allowed you to get into this tournament, and here you are.
Yeah,
Right.
very true.
Yep, everybody's in it is deserving, for sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, GG's, and I'm going to go ahead and take this book right now with me. If we have just an extra minute or two, I'm going to go up to the Ether tablet and see if it's up there.
Well, like I said, we only have about 15 minutes left here. So while you're doing that real quick, I am going to go ahead and get us going here. So folks, once again, we have a race coming up here. Once again, on Speed Gaming, 15 minutes here. Happening in just 15 minutes ago is another race in Crossland. Sheffield versus Animus United. That is over on Speed Gaming 2. And then if you got some midnight oil to burn here, come back to us once again. And in Speed Gaming, Swagalicious versus Vextover. Yet another cross hunt. This has been a day of cross hunt seeds.
Gee, I wonder what mode people liked in this tournament.
Well, let's do it interesting. I certainly enjoy watching. It's definitely it gives a dynamic.
All right, Ether tablet. Nope, that's just bombs. All right, that's it. We're done. Thank you all. I'm not going to keep you all waiting.
All right, folks.
Thanks,
so make sure
Rick.
to once again make sure to follow adirondackrick and DSpags here, and also Speed Gaming 2 through 6. So you don't miss any racing action, not just the Elite to Fast Randomizer tournament. And of course, we also have the ALTTPR randomizer, because we sometimes have some races over there as well, of crew permitted. And of course, once again, a shout out to our 2 trackers here, Dr. Bowser and Dreon X. And of course, Killer App, it was an honor commentating with you. It was a great time.
Yes,
But-
enjoyable time.
Yes. So that's going to do it for us here. So all of us here at Elite to Fast Randomizer, our main tournament, I have been Wolfthing030. We shall see you all next time, very soon, in fact, for the next race. But thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone.